But another key point, when I was doing my research for another video, it says that going to school, that third, they talk about the primary education, which is
Middle school.
preschool, and then you have middle school. And
Yes, and then
12
bachiller.
to 18 is not mandatory. I could not believe it. It's not mandatory to go to school between 12 from 12-year-old to 18. You're no longer required to go to school if you choose not to in this country.
Yes.
That I cannot. I don't.
Well, that's the thing, and it really has to play into the economical aspect of things, because if you're old enough to drive a motor, then you're old enough to be a motoconcho, and then you're old enough to bring bread to the house. Because the first thing that they see is that even if they finish middle school or whatever, that they won't be able to get a job or anything, and they want money fast.
Because I noticed when we were living in the other place, remember all those guys with the motos that would come around, and I was like, why aren't they in school? They're at that 16, 15, they should be in school. And it's like no big deal. I keep saying, is school open today? Not knowing that it's not required. So there's no truant officer coming to look for you because you didn't show up for school. Once you hit 12, you're on your own.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing about having actual parents that want you to go to school and all of that, because there are some that are more strict when it comes to that. Like you see my brother, for instance, he wants all of his kids to finish school. After they finish school, then they can decide what they want to do. But there are parents that are fed up with it. They're done because the kids keep getting into trouble, etc., and they don't want to deal with it. So they decide to let them free reign. It's like, okay, you're not going to go to school, then you're going to have to start working.
So that's why I've heard that I don't know the percentage of Dominicans have less than an 8th grade education, and I didn't believe it, but now I actually do.
Well,
I mean, in certain classes, I would say certain classes.
In certain classes, yes, but I would have to say that the main thing is that when you see that your society is educated and they don't make it, being well educated